Happy Valentine's Day and welcome to the C Buttons. I'm C Right.
I'm C Left.
And we want to thank you so much for joining us on this romantic holiday. You could be spending it with anybody. You could be with your wife, with your girlfriend, with your little brother. Look, I don't know what your life is. You could be spending it with somebody is what I'm trying to say. But you're here with us, and we have an awesome Valentine's Day special for you. We're going to talk about two of the most beautiful, most badass, most sexy PlayStation 1 heroines that we love.
Let's kick it off with Meryl. You're a gamer of discerning taste. You understand that the late 90s, early 2000s were the golden era of gaming. And one of the best games to come out of that era is Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid has such a cool cast of characters. You have Snake himself, which is so iconic. You have Vulcan Raven. And you also have my personal favorite, Revolver Ocelot. But we can't forget one.
Wait! Who are you?
Who mocapped those cheeks? The very first interaction with Meryl is unforgettable, and that's besides her behind. Before the cutscene even begins, the tension is through the roof. The DARPA chief has just died, and in the cell next door, you hear sounds of a struggle. The door slides open, and the soldier on the other side waits for Snake to emerge. Snake makes his move, and he's met by the muzzle of a FAMAS.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
Imagine Snake pulling his SOCOM on you in point-blank range.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
But Meryl's tough.
I'm telling you.
Tough enough to regain her composure even after being mocked by Snake. Don't think! Shoot! Meryl fits the description both Snake and Otacon give her. And if you want her number, all you gotta do is look at the back of the CD case.
Who are you?
What's up, little mama? Got your number on the back of the CD case.
What's your name?
I'm C Right, baby, from the C Buttons.
Aha. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Yeah, I'm trying to rizz you up. You come to Shadow Moses often?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's a bummer. You want to go get some spaghetti or something?
You're a real bastard. Yeah, call me.
All right. What's the security level of the Italian restaurant on Shadow Moses again?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Great. It's a date then. I just got to get past this snowfield real quick. There's like a couple claymores, a tank with some big weirdo in it. No big deal. See you soon. You know, it's so early in the game, but the escape sequence with Meryl is my favorite in the whole game. I mean, even before that amazing cutscene starts, you hear, the DARPA chief just died, right? And then you hear next door, Meryl is just beating the crap out of Johnny. And you hear signs of a struggle, and you can't leave the DARPA chief's cell yet. So you get to watch all the action on your Soliton radar, and you're like, as Snake, you're like, what is going on over there? And Meryl, she's trained enough to, she walks past the door, and then when she opens it, you know, she stands there with her FAMAs ready. She doesn't make entry. She just waits for you to exit. She doesn't know who you are. She doesn't know you're Snake. She doesn't even know you're Snake during the cutscene that begins. Right? You step out, and you know, she says, it's so cool. Liquid?
Liquid?
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
And, you know, for me, my first time playing that game, I don't know about you, you tell me, I didn't get it because the graphics, I love old games. There's nothing wrong with old graphics, right? Like, I'll even defend Final Fantasy VII's like goofball looking character models. But what I didn't get when she goes, Liquid, no, you're not. The graphics are so primitive in that game, but the polygons for their face and the textures, I didn't get that him and Liquid were twins. and that's the reason, and that's why she says Liquid? Like, did you get that? Don't lie to me.
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since the first time we played it. I'm sure I was oblivious as well. I was like, why is she calling that bro Liquid? It's like, he's a solid human. Like,
But anyway, enough about Snake. This isn't about Snake. This is about Meryl. This is my favorite cutscene in the entire game. She is so cool. She's holding Snake up, right? And he's really giving her a hard time. He pulls his SOCOM, right, point blank. And he's like, you rookie, you haven't even taken the safety off. And you know, she is obviously shaking, which is really cool. But she has enough composure to try to issue commands to Snake. She's like, open the door, while she's got the muzzle of her FAMAs on him. And it's so cool when the soldiers break in and you finally start fighting them, and Snake, he's like, shoot! And then when she lets off a burst from her FAMAs, she's yelling while she's shooting. It's just so cool. Ah! And then her gun clicks empty. Click, click. You can actually hear it in the cutscene. Click. And she does her reload next to Snake, and it's just, I love it, man. That whole sequence, every time I'm just glued to the screen. I probably beat that game 30 times. Every time for that sequence, I'm glued. Like, what do you think?
yeah, what an incredible feat to do that, right? They had so much attention to detail, so many cool little intricacies. And obviously, I think the coolest part is her just raking those dudes and screaming.
And that was probably the first time that she's killed somebody.
Right. And she has a pretty buttery reload too.
Dude,
Bam, bam, bam.
Ice cold. Like, I would have been fumbling my stuff. I mean, like, I couldn't even imagine. The first time you kill somebody, you kill 3 people while you're trying to make an escape from a cell. And she just gets that silky smooth reload in on a weird gun, a FAMAS.
Yeah.
And then, so the gun battle ends, and Meryl is so cool. When she runs away from you and you get to see that booty wiggle, and she doesn't ask Snake to go with her. She runs from him. She gets to the elevator, and then what does she do? She turns around and sprays another magazine at Snake to keep him at bay, and then the elevator doors close. And before the doors close, what does she do? Like one of those, like in Triumph, and then boom, the doors close in. I love Meryl. It's so cool.
Meryl is undeniably one of the greatest PlayStation 1 heroines of all time. But does she really have the cutest PS1 behind?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
Yes, Meryl has competition from another heavy hitter of the PlayStation 1 era, Square Enix in Parasite Eve, with the lovely Brea. Brea is a monster blasting, mitochondria conjuring, special forces agent of the FBI's MIST unit. And not only is she packing a Beretta 93R, She's got an entire bakery to rival Meryl. Aya sets my heart and my mitochondria aflame. Just like the horrific opening of Parasite Eve 1, where Aya is going on a date to the opera. It almost immediately goes south. When Eve awakens and horrifically burns everyone in the audience, well, except for Aya, of course. I feel like with Parasite Eve 1, Square really needed to let people know that they weren't messing around when they were going to jump into the horror genre. And with Aya as their vehicle into the realm of horror, they did an incredible job with that opening. There is plenty of fire in Parasite Eve 2 also. Look out, Kyle! Whether she's fighting Number 9 on top of Acropolis Tower, doing detective work in Dryfield, or saving Kyle Madigan, Aya is one of the heroine legends of the PlayStation 1 and one of Square's best characters. She routinely faces off against grotesque creatures, including the ultimate nightmare fuel, the Chaser. Nothing in Resident Evil is as scary as the Chaser.
Ooh, but what about the baby in Resident Evil 8?
Get out of here. Seriously, get out. Her boss battles are epic. The burner in Dryfield, it's my favorite boss battle in any PlayStation 1 game. When he picks you up and the camera changes angles, amazing. The sense of scale in that boss battle is insane. And its design, a grotesque fusion of flesh and burning metal, hulking in size. But Aya uses her guns, her wits, and her mitochondrial powers to defeat the monster. Aya's even skilled enough to wield a gunblade, one that shoots shotgun shells, no less.
Yeah, Meryl is undeniably tough, but watching what Aya has to deal with, it's tough to argue, that she's not more tough, right? So in the Acropolis Tower, she goes up the elevator, there's that SWAT dude, and she goes in another room, and there's a pile of dead SWAT dudes. Right? Then as she's traversing the Acropolis Tower, she comes across...
To the cafe?
Yeah, a lady just chilling in a chair. She's like, hey, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. The chick slumps over. And it turns into some John Carpenter type stuff. So she goes from a normal human to this weird raptor Cro-Mag hybrid.
It's horrifying.
Right.
The body horror in Parasite Eve 1 and 2 is Square was not messing around with these games. And what Aya has to go through, the things she sees are just ridiculous. Like what you were saying in the cafe in the Acropolis Tower, it is some John Carpenter The Thing level body horror. It is freaky. It's so freaky that poor girl Like her sweater is tearing while she's transforming in her
The
face.
sounds and her like bones cracking.
Yeah, the crunching sounds.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. And you know, Parasite Eve, it's not a weapons and tactics kind of game like Metal Gear, but I gotta say, it's really cool, the Acropolis Tower, when Aya rides the elevator up, how when the doors open, she's not just standing there, like she is hiding around the corner. You see the elevator doors open, and then Aya flips out from inside the elevator. I thought that was really, really cool. A really neat touch in a game that, you know, it's not like tactical or whatever like Metal Gear. But she is trained. She's in the FBI in the MIST unit. And you know what's neat about Parasite Eve and the how versatile Aya is the first game, it has straight up RPG combat with like an active battle system where you're moving around, kind of like Vagrant Story, which Vagrant Story actually might have came out after this because it was a very late PlayStation 1 game. So scratch that. I guess Vagrant Story has Parasite Eve-like combat, I suppose. Anyway, with an active time battle system, your bar fills up, you target the enemies, you shoot them, you shoot your magic. And the second one, it plays kind of like a Resident Evil game with magic. And so it's a really neat series. You get to play Aya in these different gameplay styles, and she's awesome in both games. I love her. I love Parasite Eve. I wish Square wouldn't have forgot about it, but I haven't. So, who is the better PlayStation 1 heroine?
You got Meryl, who's essential to Snake completing his mission. She survives gunshot wounds, mind control, and an army of genetic soldiers.
Or Aya Brea, the mitochondria conjuring FBI professional who fights colossal monsters and saves the entire planet. Either way, we want to thank you so much for joining us this Valentine's Day. We're the C Buttons, and we love you.
And we also love 3D women.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.